Hi, everybody. I'm backtracking the severe weather alongside Bradford as we're watching these storms roll through the area here, getting some storm reports now out of some of this. Let's turn on the radar right now and let me know what you're seeing and where you're watching from. Let me know the city you're watching from. And, hey, if you have a report, I just posted on my Facebook here, if you got any pictures or video of what's happening in your neck of the woods, that would be helpful for us as we're tracking this live and in real time. So we got some reports of some trees on some power lines in 6 Mile, also in Westminster, where we were clocking winds up to 70 miles per hour in this storm just about an hour ago. So this is continuing to hold up to the warning that is issued with it, meaning that we're getting some damage out of it. You get the line to go through, and then 20, 30 minutes later, we get these reports. So I've got damage reports in Anderson, Pickens, Oconee, Stevens, and Franklin counties right now as this storm is bearing down on Greenville as we speak. So let me zoom into a couple different areas here. Let me know in the comment section where you're watching from, but this is imminently moving into Greenville, maybe a little bit earlier than previously. I think it maybe picked up a little forward speed, if I'm not mistaken, as it was on its track to be in and around Greenville at about 9:15. So it is racing toward Greenville. We've got trees on power lines in parts of 6 Mile near Pickens High School, tree down near the school. We've got a tree down in LaFrance in Anderson County, and watching that closely for Malden, Simpsonville, surrounding areas, downtown Greenville. Regina watching right now from Ware Shoals. Thank you. Tammy says the power is out in Antroville. Very dark in Belton, so thank you for that report as we're watching that closely and tracking this storm every step of the way. So thank you for your reports. These help us as we track this system live for you minute by minute. Henderson County looks like the worst of it's going to go into southern Henderson County. Going on down the map here into Slater, Marietta, you're getting some of the strong winds right now. Cleveland to TR to downtown Greenville. This thing is about to roll into downtown any minute now. The lightning has slacked up a bit, but boy, this thing is going to put down some torrential rain, and that wind in this has been the real concern through the majority of it. As we look closer at some of these wind gusts that are cropping up here with it, I've got a 71 mile per hour wind west of Gant right here. So this thing is still packing a punch with regard to wind and surrounding areas. Got a new severe thunderstorm report here, Piedmont. Tree on power lines in the Piedmont area. So thank you, Bradford, for that. We are rocking and rolling. In case you guys are watching right now, please, again, state your city, state your town, and then what you're seeing. That helps us out. Power is out in Pickens. That is kind of par for the course here, as we're seeing with this, is the line will go through. The line will put down some heavy rain, and there are pockets of this line that are putting down some really strong winds. So that's why, as we're watching it right now, you go town by town, you get some damage, you get some wind gusts that are coming on through. Caleb says Powdersville easily getting hit really hard right now. Strong wind in the old Moonville area. Eddie, thank you. Pumpkintown is without power. Caleb, thank you for that report. Piedmont is absolutely getting it. Lights have been going on and off, Melissa says. Tiffany, anytime the weather gets bad, I come running to you. Thank you, Tiffany. Sure appreciate your trust when it comes to severe weather. Easily almost lost power. Sharon, I'm glad you still got it there as we're watching it closely. Sherry says just passed over between 183 and Easley and Greenville, so that means it is getting very, very close to Greenville. In fact, what do you say we take a road trip here and unplug this thing? Hopefully the Wi-Fi holds. That's all I can say. Hopefully the Wi-Fi holds. But I think we're going to take a field trip. Bradford, you got some more storm reports? By the way, folks, if you haven't, I think we got cut off a minute ago. Let me introduce you here to Bradford.
Hi.
He is our new meteorologist here. We'll see him on air Saturdays and Sundays. But Friday, we'll be on together.
I do have power outages, 2,000 without power in Pickens and 1,300 in Anderson right now.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So, hey, a couple of thousand people without power right now with this line that's rolling on through. Bradford comes to us from Virginia most recently by way of Georgia for 5 years. So, multiple different areas, but got an experienced
It's good to be here.
experienced guy on our team. We're so pumped. We're so pumped. You guys are gonna love Bradford. He is one of a kind. All right, road trip. We were on a road trip here. Let's do that. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna see what's happening right now. We're live here on the camera. Just want to let you guys know as we're walking on through. Bryce here. Hello, Bryce. We're going to see the storm as it's coming in live right now. Greenville, you can see that it's coming on through. Walking down the hallway here. Oh, yeah. It's almost here. Oh! Nope, not almost here. It's here. It is here. Wow. All right. How about that for some timing? All right. This is our back dock. I estimate winds probably 50, 60 miles per hour right now. At least. Zach, I'd say it's probably one of the strongest winds we've had in a while right here.
I just told Ben, I was like, I don't know when's the strongest it's leaving.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting these trees in a pretty sideways way, and we're probably 20, 30 feet back on this dock, and it's blowing the rain in right here. But yeah, these trees here right outside of downtown are just swaying back and forth, so at least 60 mile per hour gusts now arriving in downtown. I mean, as soon as I opened that door, it just started rocking. I mean, that was definitely the initial line rolling on through, and Doppler radar confirms that. Yeah, we're rocking right here, and there goes some lightning and thunder. I mean, those trees are like, here comes another. You can see it coming in from the west. Another big gust about to come through. There it comes. Those trees are back and forth, folks.
Oh, here comes the cloud.
So batten down the hatches in Greenville. It is here. And again, if we're looking specifically at the velocity right here, I mean, no doubt these are 60 mile per hour winds rolling into Greenville right now. My word. Woo! All right. So let me know in the comments section where you're watching from right now as we're watching these storms. There's Craig. Coming out to see the storms. Hey, Craig is everywhere. You see Craig everywhere. But yeah, these gusts coming in from the west-southwest. That is due west, so that's more southwest coming in. I mean, they are rocking. And this back dock here at WYFF4 is getting the brunt of it as we speak. Yeah, sheeting. It is absolutely. You see it coming on. Look at that. Here comes another gust. Woo! These are at least. Look at that. Woo! It's one of the bigger storms we've had in a long time here in Greenville. Let's go back to the radar. Show you what's happening right now. Yeah, 60 mile per hour winds in Greenville as we speak. Flip radar back over to as soon as I opened that door, I almost lost the laptop here. MacBook almost went flying. That would have been a big uh-oh. Here we go. Five Forks. It is heading your way. I mean, look at this. Downtown. It is just coming down. So, looks like the brunt of these winds are now moving through Sherwood Forest, Laurel Heights, heading toward Five Forks, Woodruff Road, St. Francis East Side, Patewood Hospital, probably right there in that as well. So, whew, it's coming down. Get back in the studio here. Thank you, Ben. All right, coming back in. All right, so as you can see, I knew it'd be about to approach Greenville right there. So Nickeltown, heading into Roper Mountain Road, Highway 14, surrounding areas. But yeah, you'll get this storm to roll through. It'll be really firing on all cylinders, and you'll get the reports behind it of the wind damage, which is causing power outages. As Bradford just told us a few minutes ago, we've got several thousand without power in and around the area right now as this is rolling on through. So Patewood, St. Francis East Side, on down the line into Simpsonville, Malden. This is going to be rolling your way shortly. So glad there was no MacBook harmed in the making of this Facebook Live video, and seems that the Wi-Fi held out on us, which is good. Okay, just issued here. We've got a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that will come through any second now. Let me pull things back out. We're going to see it pop up here any second now.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
All right, so we got a downstream warning here. Looks like they are updating the warning and trimming back part of it. So we got a new downstream warning for Spartanburg, Cherokee, Union, Lawrence, Polk, Rutherford. It did pick us, but yeah, absolutely. Oh no, Nancy says a tree just came down in our pool shed. Nancy, I'm so sorry. Jacob, northern parts of Simpsonville, absolutely. Coming your way. Wind is the main thing. Those trees were going like this, then back. I mean, so please be careful. Take note of your surroundings. If you, we just had a big tree taken down outside of our home, one that's been pretty suspect since Hurricane Helene. Really is worth the due diligence to just kind of hang tight where you're at. If you have some trees on one side of your house, maybe go to the other side of the house just while this storm passes. Look at this broad warning. You don't see this often. You've got one warning that's just a coverall for all of Polk, Rutherford, Cleveland, Cherokee, Union, Spartanburg, Lawrence, and northern Greenwood County. How about that, folks? That is one heck of a warning, and that just shows you the widespread reach of this line and the impact of it. I mean, this thing has really got some strong winds as it's rolling into the most populated areas of Greenville as we speak right now. Big time wind. I mean, this thing is really rocking on all cylinders right now. 70 mile per hour winds in Malden, up to 70 miles per hour, I should say. Do not have a report of that, but it is just absolutely coming down in Greenville through St. Francis. It's about to push into Five Forks any minute now. I mean, Five Forks or 14 and Woodruff Road meet up right here. I mean, you're moments away from the strongest of the wind and the heaviest of the rain. So heads up there. It goes straight up through Greer. So this is some of the most populated areas of Greenville, and it's rolling through right now. Again, that wind. As soon as I opened the door, I'm like, I think it's almost here. It was here.
Yeah.
It was here. What you got, Bradford?
2,500 customers without power in Anderson and up to 4,100 now in Pickens.
Tell me that again.
4,100 customers without power in Pickens and 25 in Anderson.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people without power
Spartanburg,
right
918, Gaffney at 938.
now. Okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you for that report.
Yep.
Yeah, continuing to get them come in. Ben, you were just outside seeing that. Those trees they were coming back and forth in and around in and around Greenville. All right, so we're covering it here for you folks, watching it closely in and around the area. This new severe thunderstorm warning does cover almost all of the area. Like we mentioned, this storm is encompassing pretty much everybody in the upstate right now at this point. This new downstream warning means business as it rolls on through. All right, watching it easily, we got Tanya's in the house, Tracy's in the house on East Darby Road. Crazy wind, she says. Yeah, I mean, kind of a common theme, and you know, nothing is ever going to be like Helene ever again. But honestly, for many of you, for me, that's the last big windstorm we had. So it's kind of the thing in your mind that's ingrained that compares it to. So certainly packing a punch today, no doubt. This new warning, I'm getting some new information in here, is for a large populated area as it rolls on through. So let me know where you're watching from right now, what you're seeing. If you have any issues right now, if you've had any damage, I'd like to know what you have. That helps me reiterate the threats to people as it's rolling on through. And I'm getting this new warning in right here. All right, one moment, please. Let's see. Getting... All right. Watching it closely here. Simpsonville, you're now in the heart of it as we're watching this on Doppler, along with those winds that are just really rocking. So Simpsonville, Five Forks, Greenville. And we got thousands without power, as Bradford just reported. I mean, that number is quite shocking, to be honest with you. Several thousand without power. I mean, I believe it, seeing those. They're still going up. Wow. Okay. So one line after another coming on through, and we're here with you through the storm. We know that this can be a concern for you. You're trying to get the kids to bed. You're trying to get your it's just a normal old Tuesday, right? You're just trying to get your day going. Well, this is certainly causing some pause here as the winds in this are just, as we're hearing from many people, just one of the most impactful parts of it. As it rolls on through. All right. So watching this as it approaches Greer. It's approaching the Spartanburg County line as we speak right now, from Tryon to Landrum to Campobello. Lake Robinson getting some really intense wind right now. Taylor's, Pleasant Grove to Skyland to Jordan Road. Down 14 through O'Neill, Sandy Flat, Darby Road, Otter Creek Water Park. As this is continuing to go on through. All right. Bradford, give me those numbers again for the, if you will, for the power outages.
Power outages, well, we're up now. Pickens is 4,200. Anderson is 2,800. And Macon up in is 1,100.
Wow. Okay. So you heard it there. Thousands without power right now, and that's. We're getting these reports, and they're getting them in the system. Would not be surprised to start seeing Greenville go up, and that's Duke Energy, I'm guessing, and some Lawrence Electric and some Blue Ridge, I would imagine. But here we go. All right. All right, pulling things out just to show you kind of perspective. Those of you watching right now in and around Greenwood, northern part of Greenwood County under a severe thunderstorm warning. Southern parts highlighted for some strong storms, mainly just some heavy rain rolling on through. But yeah, thousands sitting without power right now. I'm getting back to the comment section as we speak. The wind, I'm telling you, the wind in this is quite potent. I mean, it is really feeding off that environment today. I mean, we were cooking outside today. That environment was left untouched. Many areas didn't have any rain, any type of stabilization of the atmosphere. So when these storms rolled through, they did not slack up or hold any punches as they came on through. So let me pull up here what we've got, those of you watching right now. Power's out in Gray Court, power's out in Taylor, Simpsonville, getting a lot of wind right now. Power's out in Travelers Rest, power's out in Pelzer. Yeah, getting a lot of power outages here. So thousands of you right now telling me you're watching on a phone right now, but it's dark in your home. Let me know in the comment section what you're seeing there. Let me pull up some of these pictures here you guys are sending in. I need to just do a quick scroll through here. And we'll look closer at what's going on town by town here. All right. All right, so let's look at this. All right. So Thomas just sent this in off of Rutherford Road, which is where we're at here, east side of Greenville. I mean, those winds, yeah, I mean, they were sending those trees side to side and back and forth all over again. And that is as the storm was arriving. It picked up and got more intense as the storm got closer, along with some very heavy rainfall. So this certainly not holding any punches as it rolls on through the area here. So heavy rain. I mean, look at this. Kimberly sent this picture from Pickens. Strong winds, rain, and lots of lightning. Look at that mean edge of the line coming on through right there in Pickens. Thank you for that report right there, Kimberly. I mean, really rolling. Townville, winds calmed down, power was flickering. So thank you guys for all these reports on this post here. Mountville, you can see the tall nature of these storms. Yeah, 40, 50,000 feet, no doubt how tall these storms are as they're rolling on through the area right now with active severe alerts from Spartanburg to Greenville to Lawrence to Abbeville to Greenwood to Polk to Rutherford to Henderson to Cleveland to Macon County. I mean, it is just rolling through the area right now. Look at that in Bowman, Georgia. Yeah, that leading edge of the line, that tells you that this thing means business as it's rolling on through, and that environment out ahead of it. Here's the Staples parking lot in Easley. You can see those storms rolling on in. Jessica, thank you for that report. Boy, I mean, there's some mean-looking storms in this as it rolls on through. Look at this, behind the Easley Walmart. Yep, there you go again. Bradford, check this bad boy out. Leading edge of that line as it rolled through easily.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Near the Walmart. I mean, these are some big wind makers and telltale signs here. That leading edge of it as it rolled on through meant business, and here it sits over Spartanburg, approaching downtown Spartanburg right now. So yeah, boy, this thing is just locked and loaded in across the area, and the atmosphere is such that it is supportive of this severe weather as it's rolling on through. Let's switch back to radar. I'll show you what we're watching right now. Those of you watching right now in Spartanburg as it's coming on through, getting some damage reports in and around Greenville, Travelers Rest, multiple power outages, thousands of power outages here from Duke Energy, Blue Ridge Electric, Lawrence Electric. So hang tight with us as we're watching this storm roll on through. It is a rough one, but it is a fast mover. So just as fast as it moves in, it's going to move out. But it is heading toward Inman. It's over Lyman right now, about to move over downtown Lyman. Lyman Lake, it's over you, heading toward Arcadia, and then right up 85 and 29 into downtown Spartanburg. That one has history of producing some damage in and around Greenville. So heads up Pauline, southern parts of Spartanburg. Woodruff, U2 are in the path of that. And you get down here to Star, Iva, that line that moved through Belton and Honey Path, and then into parts of Abbeville County where it sits over Hickory Tavern right now. And that warning, this severe thunderstorm warning, you see it at the bottom of the screen, covers multiple counties from Cleveland to Rutherford to Polk to Cherokee to Union to all of Spartanburg County and Lawrence. It is just rocking and rolling right now with an active severe thunderstorm warning for those communities. And looking at the literature of this, it is mainly for the wind. The hail is possible. There's certainly some pockets of hail possible, which we'll look at in just a minute, but this is mainly the wind from 12 miles south of Hendersonville to 18 miles southwest of Columbus to downtown Greenville. This thing is now picked up speed. Yeah, look at that, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. This thing is booking it as if a car going down I-85, rolling on through. Lawrence, you are under a severe thunderstorm warning. You are not under the worst of it. The worst of the storm is by far to your north, but you certainly have some heavy rain over Waterloo right now, Cross Hill, some heavy rain moving toward Clinton, Joanna, into Lawrence as we speak, into Gray Court. But the winds that I'm seeing in Lawrence are not as strong as the northern section of this line. That northern section of the line is the one that has certainly some more oomph to it. 50, 60 mile per hour wind right there. You get up here to Lyman Lake, you got pockets of 30 miles per hour wind, but then it kind of ramps up in and around these areas.
8,100 without power in Greenville.
Oh man. All right, yeah, that escalated quickly. 8,100 people without power in Greenville County right now. Whew, thank you for that report there, Bradford. Yeah, and it's this wind that's rolling on through parts of Spartanburg as we speak. So, hey, folks in Lawrence and Greenwood, surrounding areas, watching it closely. Hey, Zach, all good your way?
Just wondering, what's the highest wind gust that you've seen so far?
That we've seen on radar, 71 miles per hour in Westminster, but that same line has produced 60 to 70 all the way through.
Okay.
8,100 without powering.
Power outage story.
Oh, perfect. What do you have? Do you have
13,000 according to Duke right now across our area.
area-wide? Yeah, it looks like 8,100 of those are in Greenville alone. So, watching it closely as this moves towards you in Spartanburg. Again, the wind, the big story with this, and we're watching it closely. Rashad and Sydney are about to do a promo here for a second, so we'll when you guys are ready, just to let me know, we'll tone it down over here. And
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
kind of new warning being issued here for Tennessee as this line is kind of taking shape. Watching this for North Carolina as well, as this line is kind of rolling on through these areas as well, but up here toward Johnson City. So this could get into Avery County, but by far the bulk of it's here.
We got a tree down on a house in Notchwood Court, just
Just west of
just west
Greenville.
of the station.
All right, yeah. I'd let Richard know
Yeah,
that
I'm
one.
gonna
Yeah,
let him know.
yeah. Tree on a house, Notchwood Court. Okay, thank you for that, Bradford. Certainly the wind, the big concern here. I hope everybody's all right in this storm. Producing thousands of power outages, some wind damage in its wake, trees down. So quite the impacts here on a Tuesday. We get these kind of storms all the time in summertime, but this one certainly is packing a punch and means business. And one of the stronger storms we've had in a long time. All right, let me get reset here. Yeah, Maria indicating no tornadoes. Certainly no tornado threat right now. Certainly a severe thunderstorm event. As I'll be quick to tell you, it doesn't matter if the winds are coming to you in a circular fashion like a tornado or a severe thunderstorm in a straight line. Wind damage is wind damage and can be concerning. So I'll flip prompter for you guys. I think it's still on. There you go. Simpsonville getting it now, says Deborah. Winds are picking up in Simpsonville, Nancy says. Greer is brewing. I'm by the high school. Melody, thank you for that. As we're watching that roll on through. Power has been out in the upper parts of Travelers Rest since 8:45. I'm going to pause for just a second while they do this. Oh, you guys are good.
It's hammering Lake Robinson right now.
Yeah, it's coming down out there.
That's what it was just told me.
Ben, is your headset on?
I can't get it on.
This is what it looked like right before it started.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, mic check.
Oh,
mic check,
wow.
1, 2, 3.
So that was at the intersection of Pittsburgh.
Show the folks that if you don't mind real quick. Here's Rashad, everybody.
How's it going?
I don't know if you look at that.
So
At
that
a mean storm rolling.
this was right before it started raining.
Jeez.
Remembering the 9 lives lost in the Mother Emanuel AME shooting. How the Charleston community is reflecting on this tragic day 10 years later. And South Carolina senators acknowledge the impact this day has had on the state.
Yeah. Watching this thing. We get it. Here we go. One more moment, folks. We're almost done recording this.
Hey, mic check 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. MIC, mic check.
Get after this while I'll stay because Richard wants to see something.
Greenville County Council has finally made a decision after months of debate on the 2026 county budget.
All right, folks. Oh, I got one more to record. Sorry, Ben.
Remembering the Emanuel 9 10 years later.
A racially motivated shooting during a Bible study at the historical Charleston Church.
Today, the community coming together to remember the lives lost.
Redo your element of the cold open, pre-open. I'm gonna modify it. Richard's up there. The vote is deadlocked.
Oh.
So we need to do an alternate. Got it. Script hasn't changed yet, or they want me to
Still
add there
debating.
something?
So still debating on.
The debate continues as Greenville County Council works to make a decision on the 2026 county budget. Something like that.
Correct.
Okay. Tonight, the debate continues as Greenville County Council continues to debate the 2026 county budget.
Alright, what's Richard need to see?
All right. We're in Spartanburg County right now as these storms are rolling on through Fangerville, Campobello, Landrum, Inman, Duncan, Greer, Columbus, really southern parts of Polk County. Edneyville, you're fine. You got some heavy rain, but you go into Reedville and surrounding areas.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Yeah, got the new severe thunderstorm warning downstream for this as it is moving to Columbia now. Oh, they're just testing a shot. I think we're good. Bradford's back. Let's see what Bradford's got. Bring Bradford
Up to
in.
60 south of Spartanburg right now.
Ooh,
Like us. Yep.
60 mile per hour
That's the
gust.
strongest part of the storm right now.
Yeah, that seems to be, if we're following that line,
Yep.
The one that rolled through Westminster gave us some damage.
That's right.
That tracks. And really the one that rolled right through Greenville right here.
And we've got trees and power lines down in the Five Forks area.
Okay, Five Forks, trees, and power lines down. Yikes! That thing is packing a punch. So yeah, that appears to be the same exact part of the storm.
And trees down in the Easley area.
Oof. Okay.
That one just coming in.
So yeah, I mean this is tracking up to be
That's right.
right there in this area. If we were to put this in motion, the worst core of the storm. Thank you, Bradford. Went right through Easley. I mean, honestly, if you go back a little bit, Seneca, Clemson, Westminster, Easley, Greenville, Five Forks, and now it sits over Spartanburg, where this part of the storm, as Bradford was just telling us, has 60-plus mile-per-hour winds. And for those of you that have not been introduced to Bradford, we did earlier in this live broadcast. He is our newest meteorologist on the WYFF News 4 team, so hooray. So glad to have him on board here tonight. We are watching this roll on through, so Arcadia, Fair Forest, Spartanburg, Highway 29, I-85, pushing off toward the east, rolling on through these areas, 60-plus mile-per-hour winds, and it's right along the I-85 corridor, which means it's hitting the most populated areas of the upstate. I mean, if there were going to be areas that are going to be hit, it's these that are the most populated. I mean, 500,000 plus.
Power lines down and Travelers Rest.
Trees and power lines down to Travelers Rest. That part of the line that is now over Inman has now done some damage. That is the numerous reports I've gotten Travelers Rest, either the power being out or it rolling on through. So let's check in with Nigel Robertson. He is in Travelers Rest right now. Let's see how he is.
New information. This severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
All right, they've updated this warning to extend it. They're trimming off Greenville County. Greenville County is now not under any kind of a warning right now. Worst part of it's over for Greenville County. Now it is just be careful of the power lines, okay? There are down trees, down power lines. If you're saying, okay, now it's time to go home from my friend's house, trying to go home from work, be careful, especially those back roads. There is certainly a big punch to this as it's rolling on through the area. As you need to be aware of, there will be trees and power lines down in many areas here as this rolls on through the area here. So again, watching it closely. Lightning does appear to be going down in this storm. Not as much lightning out of this. Certainly had some claps of thunder here in Greenville, but this is all about the heavy rain and the wind as it's holding on to its punch here across Spartanburg, Cherokee, Union, and Lawrence County. Lawrence, I'll say this line is picking up. It was a couple of different cells. Now it's kind of consolidating into a line, so Gray Court to Lawrence. You've got wind gusts up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. Clinton, Joanna, you're about to get clipped with some heavy rain right along 72. Looks like it might split you there in Clinton. But Lawrence, no doubt, about to get some very heavy rain as it rolls on through downtown near Irby, Madden's, Pine Haven Point, and then pushing toward the north right along the 385 corridor. So at this last check, approaching 15,000 people without power in the upstate, with almost 9,000 of those people being in Greenville County alone. So lots of power outages. This storm
11,000 now.
up to 11,000. Okay, so the number keeps going up as we're watching this. To be expected as a storm of this magnitude hits a very populated area. Greenville, the biggest, most populated area in the upstate. Certainly getting that impact to hit a bigger city is certainly going to be a little more of a punch there. So again, watching this storm for you as it tracks across the area. Please let me know where you're watching from right now. If you're new to this channel and you're just now following us here at WYFF4, please subscribe to this channel. We will keep you posted anytime weather turns severe and get you through the storm as it rolls on through the area. So Spartanburg, you're in the path of it right now as it moves toward Union. Right now, Lawrence getting some very heavy rainfall. Let us know what you're seeing right now in Lawrence. we've got Craig in the house, the comment connoisseur. He is taking notes of what you are saying and letting us know what's happening across the area as power outages seem to be a big concern.
Power's off in Dacusville, according to Anna.
Oof, power out in Dacusville.
Thunder and lightning in Central with Joe Roach.
Okay, thunder lightning in Central. Thank you for that.
Power's out in Greer, according to Rick Vaughn.
No power in Greer.
No power in Simpsonville, Michael Knowles.
No power in Simpsonville. Michael, thank you for that report.
Jody Green said the same thing.
Oof. I think we're good. We're just kind of taking a tally of the power outages. What was it? 11,000, Bradford?
Yeah, over 11 here in Greenville.
But now you're getting Campobello?
Emily Wright says Campobello power just got knocked out.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I mean, this thing is just rolling through and just doing its thing. Makes sense right there in Campobello. That same line that rolled through TR is now in Campobello, rolling on to the north.
Walhalla's reporting heavy rain and thunder and lightning with Sherry.
Got it. Yeah, still kind of raining across the country. It's not severe, but there's still some thunder with it, and actually some pretty heavy rain in Walhalla, northern parts of Oconee County. But the severe aspect of this is rolling through.
Looks like a lot of heavy, more of the heavy reports are right in western Spartanburg County right now.
Okay.
Westgate area, Welford, on that side of Spartanburg.
Got it.
Heavy winds. Tammy is saying it's still calm in Forest City. Just up from.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, that's about to change. Look at this Forest City. I mean, it is imminent for you there. Terry?
Yes.
Terry, it is inbound.
Tammy, I'm sorry.
Okay, Tammy, it's over the Toronto Equestrian Center. So I mean, you can do the math there, going down Highway 74. How long it takes you to go in your family roadster?
Extreme wind reports at the Spartanburg Airport area from Donna.
Okay, good to know.
No power in Malden.
Malden, no power. Okay. Yeah, National Weather Service noting here. I mean, like I would say, I mean, this is one of the stronger windstorms that I've seen in our area in a long time. I mean, this is certainly producing some strong winds as it's rolling on through. That's giving us some power outages right behind it as it rolls on through. And now, as Craig is telling us, we're getting these storm reports in as they're coming on through. It's the same cell that was over Travelers Rest as in Campobello. The same storm that was over Greenville is over Greer and into Spartanburg, which is causing the damage to the trees, the power lines, and the multiple power outages there. So this is not tornadic. Those of you asking about tornadoes, not a chance of a tornado today, but certainly some very strong winds as we're rolling on through these areas. Craig, what you got?
Just a quick rundown of the places without power is Malden.
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, at least these areas, just in the comments in the last few minutes. Malden, Simpsonville, Greer, Liberty, Star, Lawrence, no power.
Yeah.
Yeah, that storm is definitely picking up steam and speed and organization there in Lawrence. I mean, it is kind of consolidated. It was 3 smaller cells that has kind of consolidated into kind of one line there for you folks in Gray Court, downtown Lawrence. It's now pouring in Lawrence. Clinton, it does look like that cell to your west is going to get you instead of splitting it right there. That looked like it was going to try. But right there at the 385-26 split, you know where I'm talking about. It's about to get rough. About to get rough right there.
Jones' dog has the right answer. The dog just went in and hid behind the couch.
Jones' dog has the wisdom and the fortitude to go hide behind the couch in the living room, no doubt. That's the same thing my dog would be doing right now. Asheville, you're not under a severe thunderstorm warning, but you certainly, I mean, this whole line that's kind of whipping through, kind of like a counterclockwise little bow, yeah. I mean, it's not severe in Asheville, but it's certainly gusty, 40, 50 mile per hour winds. Biltmore Forest to Black Mountain to Asheville. This is one of the bigger wind makers we've had in a while, but certainly the stronger, more impactful winds sit over Lawrence, Spartanburg, Union, and Cherokee counties. And it's just ripping through the area right now.
there's reports in Spartanburg to Chesney to Boiling Springs down to the airport. Those are the areas that people were saying it's very, very windy right now.
Okay, yep, that explains it. That's where the leading edge of the line is right now, as we're looking at it on Doppler radar from Little Africa over to Chesney, Cowpens, Clifton to Packlet. Downtown Spartanburg is just getting it right now. I mean, it is just absolutely coming down. The wind is actually on the leading edge, so that's where the strongest wind would be. Let's look at the velocity in this. Yeah, Springdale, Ponderosa Gardens.
Yvette asks if you could zoom into Polk County.
Yvette, you bet. Polk County coming right up. Here you are. The worst of it is in eastern Polk County near the Equestrian Center, near Cox, Sandy Plains, McGinnis Crossroads. Then you get into Rutherford County right here, and Spindle to Bostic, Jellystone Park. You're about to get some 60, 70 mile per hour winds. A lot of trees in that area, so please keep that in mind. Be careful. Polk, Rutherford, Cleveland County. But the bulk of this is Spartanburg, Woodruff, down to Enoree, down to Lawrence and Clinton right now. Where are my Clinton people at? Jim Furman, where you at? I know you're watching somewhere. You're in the house.
Power's flickering in Mill Springs, North Carolina.
Power's flickering. Man, okay. Yeah, Polk County right there just rocking right now. Just absolutely rocking.
Jennifer lives 5 minutes from here,
Oh.
from our studios, and she says they don't have power. So
Jennifer does not have power. We do.
we might be on generator.
Richard, you hear the generator kick on or no? Generator's not on, is it?
It is not.
Okay, so we got real power.
Are you keeping an eye on power outages?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to write them down.
It's
and see.
17,000, more than 17,000 according to Duke.
17,000.
I've just been writing
17,000.
some of the areas as people report them as well.
People in the dark. I mean, right around here in the studio. I mean, we were out there. I mean, it does not surprise me, Zach, see the way those trees were going back and forth. I mean, that's clearly why we don't have power in a lot of areas.
Tina Crowder in Clinton says the thunder is really bad.
Tina and Clinton Thunder. Yep, I see it. Got a couple of lightning bolts right there around you, Tina. So hunker down. Take the advice of Jones' dog. Hang out on the couch. We'll call him Fido or her Fido.
Andrew's saying there's heavy rains now in Lawrence with reported power outages in her area.
I see that. Yeah, look at that. Lawrence, just as fast as it's in, downtown Lawrence is now pushing out. You go to Lawrence County Memorial Hospital, it is just pouring right now. And the Lydia Mills, Clinton, you're about to get it. I mean, Clinton, you're getting the winds right now in this, which are 50, 60 miles per hour. And you get up in here to Spartanburg.
Heavy winds in Cooley Springs. That's in.
Yep, I see that. Let's clock these winds right here in Spindle. Yeah, that was a 65 mile per hour one right there. Whew.
Deb wants to know if you can see what it looks like in Gaffney.
Gaffney coming right up. Deb and Gaffney coming right to you. You've got that cell, that line that's been over Spartanburg. It is rolling your way. We'll put it in motion here. Cherokee County, Cowpens, Converse, Clifton, Cherokee Falls, Blacksburg, rolling from west to east.
All right, we're up to 12,000 power outages in Greenville, Pickens 5,500, and in Spartanburg 2,700.
Jeez. Okay.
Spartanburg's going up.
Thank you, Bradford. Yeah, kind of expected. Spartanburg is now getting multiple reports of power outages, and that does not surprise me with the winds that I'm seeing in Spartanburg County. You got spikes here of 60, 65.
People just need to be reassured about your tornado comment because they're asking if there's tornado threats.
No tornado threat. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, Craig. Yeah, these type of situations, given what we've had in the past few years, tornadoes are certainly top of mind, but not a threat tonight. There is not a tornado threat tonight, nor will there be, which is certainly good news for that. There's that line whipping on through. Got a severe thunderstorm warning for you folks in Columbia, Chapin.
Carly's reporting it coming through the Glen Springs and Pauline area.
Okay, yeah, Pauline.
Southern Spartanburg County.
Yep, I see it right there. Big wind. Back through Stone Station, west to Moore, near the Cracker Barrel. Schweitzer. Switzer. Gets me every time. Thank you, Craig.
This is why you keep me.
You know,
17,000?
Switzer. I do it every time. And apparently, for some of the locals in Pauline, I don't draw out the Paul enough. How do you say Pauline?
If you're from Pauline, it's Pauline.
Pauline. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's a little more of a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try my best at Pauline. Apparently, I don't hang on to the all a little, just like Lester.
Maybe
Lester.
just a little bit more L on the Paul part.
A little more L.
Before you release it, yeah.
Good.
That'll
help. It's good. I like that.
So it's supposed to be Lester? There was another one that you said.
Lester.
that I'm
Lester
gonna have to,
Carpazels.
that I meant to mention, but
Ooh.
I'll-
Do you remember what it is?
No.
It's gonna come to you at midnight tonight.
Right. I'll yell it out down there.
Hey, it was this one. It was Spartanburg County, I'm sure, right?
I'm sure.
Yep. Mr. Spartanburg over here.
Oh
Okay.
no, Heather's niece's pool blew into the trees in Dacusville.
All right, say that again. Heather's
Niece's pool
niece's pool
blew into the trees
blew into the trees
in Dacusville.
in Dacusville. Yikes.
A 14-foot pool.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Yep, look at that. That's that same, right there, the same line. You had two pockets of this. Pickens, Dacusville, Travelers Rest, Edmond, Fingerville, Chesney. And you had this other little pocket here from Easley to Greenville to Five Forks and to Spartanburg where it sits now.
Tara's reporting it just coming into the Sandy Mush Forest City area.
Okay, yep, Forest City. Thank you. We just showed that. That was ready to rock and roll there.
We got power lines down I-85 and Pelham Road area. And also we've got several trees reported down in the Star area.
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
Star, trees down
And then
Pelham Road.
Pelham Road I-85 is trees and power lines.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Like Pelham Road and 85 needed another reason to have a backup. That is not good news. Thank you for that, Bradford. About to get another update here on the warning.
Jesse said they had to run out of the Greenville Drive game. Trees
Oof.
were breaking at Floor Field.
Jeez, yeah. It escalated quickly in Greenville. That is for sure. And picked up speed. At its speed, it was set to be here like 9:15. It picked up its speed by almost 15 miles per hour and arrived quite a bit early.
Quarter to 9.
A good bit early. Yeah.
New information, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated.
All right, they've just trimmed off this warning a little bit, dialed it in for Cherokee Union, Spartanburg County, where it is now approaching the Spartanburg-Cherokee County line. It is rocking and rolling at its worst right now in Rutherfordton, Forest City. You've got the strongest wind. You've got the heaviest rain. And in there.
Looks like it's hitting Chesney pretty good right now, too.
Yeah, see that right there at state line. Yep.
And Phyllis says the same for Owens, South Carolina.
Ooh, okay. Phyllis, thank you for that report from Owings. Here's 74. You got a 67, 68 mile per hour wind. Spindle up here to Bostic, 64, 65. And this is getting close to Jellystone Campground, Bostic. Need to be careful in this area. A lot of big trees. That's probably the strongest winds. Down through Chesney, into Cowpens, into Packlet, Glen Springs, Pauline. Pauline.
Yeah, somebody was just asking if you could zoom into the Roebuck Pauline area, if there's anything there.
Here we are. Go lightly down to Pauline. Yeah, big time rain. Not getting as much lightning. Certainly still some cloud-to-cloud lightning and some thunder, but the lightning has definitely slacked up in this. There were several hundred lightning strikes back through Atlanta. It moved in the upstate. Seems like the wind picked up, but the lightning slacked down.
Shane asked, is hail going to be
Hail is not. I do want to show you that. I did mention that earlier. This is not by far the biggest impact, but certainly looks like Lawrence is kind of getting the, kind of the most spicy award here. It's getting stronger faster. There's some pockets of some pea-sized to marble-sized hail here along the 385-26 split down to Clinton. That's where we could possibly see some hail in those areas. And right here in Clinton, yeah, could see near the Main Street in Clinton. This storm is definitely picking up. Definitely some hail near the Harper Center for the Arts, Presbyterian College. right there, definitely some hail reports, as well as some very strong winds. Lawrence is picking up as it's rolling on through, and just like that, got a new report back from the radar return. Jonesville, Union, Gaffney, Cherokee Falls, Surratt, Blacksburg, Thickety, Macedonia, Jonesville, all in the path of this. Earl.
And that goes with what the viewers are saying.
Okay.
In that same path, really. They're
Starting to hear the reports of the wind coming on through.
Yeah, it's moving up through Forest City now and Chesney and down through that area.
Oof.
Picking up off Highway 11 towards Gaffney, the wind is really rocking, according to Kayla.
Kayla, thank you. Winds are rocking, heading toward Gaffney. Good to know. Folks, if you got a picture, let us know. Let's see it.
Also, in general, Jesse points out he's been driving around, and there's a lot of trees down in several areas, tree limbs and branches on the roads, and heavy puddling on the roadways.
Okay.
As far as for drivers.
Yeah, trees, limbs down. I mean, that's the thing. If you don't have to travel out there, give it a little while. Let them kind of clear the roadways out, because we're getting some reports that these trees, these branches are down in many areas, and watching them closely.
And that's a good mention there. If you don't have to be out tonight, obviously don't be out, because you may be one of the first people to get to those trees or tree limbs or power lines that are down, and you may not know that it is there until you get there. And
it's with those secondary roads where
right.
you're used to going 40, 50 miles per hour around a curve, and all of a sudden there's a tree. So definitely goes without saying, just be careful of that.
I can't keep up with the amount of reports of power lines and trees and tree limbs down. So just, if you don't have to be out tonight, stay inside.
Yeah.
If you do have to venture out, just be extra cautious and just take your time.
Yeah,
so,
good advice. Good advice. I mean, this is certainly one of the stronger wind events we've had in a while.
Yeah.
Just asking about, is this a squall line? Is this an MCS? I mean,
no,
just a strong storm.
It's strong, straight line winds.
Yeah.
And we showed the picture of the shelf cloud earlier. Yeah. That's all of those. The damaging winds are coming out of that kind of rain-cooled air. So
and that's the key here, is we're getting these storms to climb up to 40, 50,000 feet,
right.
and this line.
We were hot and humid today.
Nothing to disparage
dew points,
it.
upper 60s, lower 70s, plenty of fuel for these storms to keep going. 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's right.
11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, so. I mean, the storm field that you'd find in the middle of the day in some locations, because after all, I mean, we're still 80-something degrees outside in many locations. Yep. So watching that closely, and we'll continue to do so.
Here's a good one for the meteorologist. Josh wants to know, what's the difference between this and a squall line?
More organization, maybe?
I mean, I would call this more of a I mean, it is kind of a squall line. It started, obviously, back Atlanta and west of there.
Right.
It really didn't have a continuous severe threat with it.
Right.
It died down for a little bit.
It did.
Once it moved through Atlanta.
And
then fired back up just west of the viewing area here.
Right.
Within the past few hours. So it was a line of showers and thunderstorms. It wasn't severe all the way through Georgia. So at the end of the day, it's straight line winds.
Right.
Damage is damage.
And here we are in June, July, August. We're going to get more of these storms. This is par for the course. You get a handful of these every summer. These feisty storms. Any number of storms any day can turn severe like this. This is definitely an organized, more widespread effect, and it rolled through our most populated area.
That's right. And I think tornado is a fancy word, and people tend to take more precaution during tornado warnings, as they should. But even with these severe thunderstorm warnings, if you live in an area that has a ton of trees, it is not a bad idea to get to the center point of whatever house you're in, and the lowest level to protect yourself. So
those trees, when they come down, they usually first the attic and then that second floor.
Right.
So just take that to note. As we continue to watch this. And on that note, folks, Gaffney, Cherokee County, you are under a warning right now. Union to eastern Lawrence County, it is rolling through. It's going to be gone within the next 30 minutes as it's rolling through these areas very quickly. 50, 55 miles per hour right now. Craig, you got any more? Lots of power, it seems to be.
Chesney, Amanda says really high winds in Chesney. The power is flickering now. Also, in echoing what you're just saying, Gaffney, now getting a couple reports out of Gaffney. No power in
Rutherfordton, Gaffney, got it.
Josh said it's the worst weather he's seen since Helene.
Oof, Yeah, I mean that's kind of the theme we're hearing a lot of folks is the worst winds they've seen since Helene. Now Helene's kind of the bar that a lot of people are going to compare things to for a long time.
Maria said there's a lot of lightning in Gaffney.
A lot of lightning in Gaffney. Let's check that out because certainly the lightning has fluxed up and down, and yeah, I see that heading from Cowpens, and a lot of lightning picking up in Lawrence. I mean, this storm is really gaining some steam heading into Union, kind of coming into you from both sides, from the south and the west of Union. We're going to keep watching this here for you, folks. WYFF News 4 at 11 o'clock coming up in about 1 hour. Going to go take note of what kind of damage we have across the area and watching this closely as we're monitoring it across the area. Folks, stay tuned, stay safe, and if you have reports, only if you can safely do so, take a picture
New
and send
information.
it our way.
This severe thunderstorm
New severe
warning
thunderstorm
has
warning
been
for the
updated.
Columbia area, Richland, Lexington counties under now a severe thunderstorm warning. But if you can safely do so, please send me a picture of what you're